both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. And even 40 yards. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So the offense has it 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go now. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now.
Throwing on first down. Pace. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pace. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
To throw now on first down. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football, and we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. Green, Detroit. Over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And the back goes into motion. On first down, pace. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. 319. 319.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pace. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Pace. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Pace. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Aaron Donald. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push. Comes to shove here early, they've held the line, and neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking,
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19. Hot. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff looking right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Off the bootleg. Pace out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Cardinals. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Pace. Looking for Pyramid, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Watch it now, Barney.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Off the play fake. Pace. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Off play action. Pace. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looking to throw on second down. Pace. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Halfback sent in motion.
3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Over.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
To throw on second down. Pace. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. Speed, over.
Off the play fake. Pace. That is caught. It's Perriman. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Off play action. Pace. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Pace. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Pace. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll set up a throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ten yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Pace. Escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Back down, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39. Got Detroit.
And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to... And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Pace. And this one's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Pace. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
And the back goes into motion. Looking to throw on second down. Pace. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Pace. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is score.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue. All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pace. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone.